With Albizia flowers, water lily there. One and another macaw, some roses. Positive psychology in practice. I'm thinking willpower and the social network today, because that's what I've read through this interesting, good Sean Ackworth book that I mentioned in the past few days, The Happiness Advantage. Upfront with the emphasis in the title on the fact that being happy has an advantage. You see better, you are better by being happy. He mentioned some interesting tests, and that's one major aspect I love about this positive psychology, that there are tests, there's science that demonstrates some of the things which are known. He even refers, in fact, to a meeting he had on Wall Street where he was consulting, where a banker or whatever, an investor said to him, look, but isn't this just common sense? And he was blocked for a while. He was at the beginning, he says, and then he came with the argument, which is indeed strong and wonderful. Yes, some things are part of common sense, or seem like common sense, only it's also this question, this issue of applying common sense. We know some things, but we don't apply them. Be good, yeah, be kind. But are you? And the fact that they demonstrate makes a huge difference. It's one thing to know something because everybody says so, you've read it in so many places. I was thinking, by the way, I need to, if I hear this again, I need to make a note. Reading and learning is good, because if at times I thought in this book that he is a bit maybe too personal. I was reproaching the same thing at times to Tal Ben-Shahar. It's too much about him and his guitar practice, and how he bought a $2 stand, and how he fell from the bed, and his sister, and Sean Ackworth. Still, there will be some wonderful things included inside, which I forgot because I've read this before. So I forgot about these tests with the willpower. The importance of the social network, well, I can't say I've forgotten, but it's always good to bring it to the forefront, to center stage, because it's so important. So in terms of willpower, they've tested, they had a few tests, quite a few tests, and I'm thinking of this one, or maybe add another. They had people, different participants, 3 groups, one with chocolate cake, one group in a room with chocolate cakes, and they were told not to eat them. Second group with chocolate cake and radishes, and they were encouraged to eat either if they want to, and a third with no food. They had been told before not to eat for 3 hours. That's how I remember. And then all 3 groups were made to solve some problems of geometry. The first group abandoned much quicker than the others. Point being that we have willpower that is diminishing. We can use so much, and that's part of the reason why we give up dieting and some other things, promises, New Year resolutions, and so on, because we have this much willpower and we consume it, and we need to try and not do that. They were also in a situation, ajunge. They were told not to laugh, if I remember, at the comedy. So use willpower again, and then they were made to solve anagrams, and the willpower was again consumed in the first stage of the experiment, and there wasn't so much in the second. And, don't you think of a white bear, and then I don't know what solved by I don't know what, the same thing. So it's an interesting thing, this willpower, that we need to hold on to. And the last thing he refers again to tests on the happiest people and what the happiest people have as a strong element, and what they have as opposed to the rest of us who are not the happiest. But we're trying. I am, as you see, and at least to be happy. And I do this because he's attacking my back. He wants to get something from there, or from my neck. What's that myth with there's an eagle attacking Sisyphus is with that rock on the mountain. Prometheus, I think, is with a fire, and then there's a eagle is attacking. Anyway, returning and concluding, strong social bonds. That's what they have. A bond with the people around them. That's the most important element. And love, in another experiment, it came out. They said just one word. If you want the secret of happiness, love. And indeed, Sean Acor uses his, as an example, his experience as a volunteer fireman, and the fact that they're sending teams of two. One is holding to the wall because you don't see in the fire, and so you need a reference point, and the other one holds on to the guy with the wall, trying to find victims. But if you separate from your teammate, you're lost. Social bonds are so important, a matter of life and death.